they saw Shirtless boy and they're like, oh my God, Shirtless. And the first thing I thought of was Kylo with Rey.
Born in the 505, moved to the 90 way. Mom and pop, so was kept food on the plate. Government aid meant the government cheese. We on government land, we still ain't free.
Oh, what up, y'all? It's KB, the Sexy Ninja, the place to be for a paper Saber universe. Welcome to the Sexy Ninjacast, podcast, vlogcast, whatever you want. If you're watching, if you're listening, either or, thank you. I'm KB, the Sexy Ninja, and if you saw, I changed some things up with the intro. I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh, and also go back to the roots a little bit, because when I used to do reviews and stuff like that, or talk about things, I would be in the car, and I'm in my truck. I call it the Sky Guy, and I was just like, I miss that feeling of just being in here. Then the best days is when it's really stupid hot outside, and you're like sweating bullets, and you're like, and there's some reviews I went back to where I was just like, blah, 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 but it's just really funny. But I keep getting asked all the time, like, yo, the Acolyte, what you think so far? And we got one more episode to go in the show. Just finished episode 7, I don't know, the latest one before the last one, the big flashback. What happened? What did Soul do? Why is Soul so soulless? And I think Torben, glassy-eyed, milky-eyed boy, and Kalnaka. We got to see Kalnaka in action. He got possessed by a witch. He's like, we got to see what happened here on this planet with Osha, with May, the fire, and Soul killing their mom. And the best part about it was she was like, I was going to tell Osha to go with you. Oh. And I was like, oh, that must suck for Soul. He's just like, pulled the lightsaber too soon. Big emotional moment. The other stuff that was funny is, like, I saw the controversy over the last one. That's why I had to be the thumbnail of this show. Mr. The Stranger, shirtless, sexy Star Wars. Woohoo! So then he's like, everyone that makes a big deal about him is like, okay, he's shirtless. Well, they almost showed his booty. I'm like, I don't care. But, the hate for this show is just, I don't know. I don't even know why people are hating. Like, I understand, like, I'm seeing there's a meme that kind of pissed me off. And it was like, OG Star Wars fans, and it was from Jurassic Park, to Disney Star Wars fans hugging a big pile of shit. And I'm just like, you know what? Let people enjoy what they want. I'm an OG guy to the prequel guy, and I remember the hatred the prequels got. And with this show, I'm enjoying it 100%. Like, but is there weak sauce? Yes, there's weak sauce to the show. Like any show, should have this been a full-blown flashback? No, not really for this past episode. Like, in such a short time of what they have, they could have fleshed out some things a little bit more. I like the fact that we saw Kalnaka go crazy with the lightsaber and stuff like that. I want to know more about the Stranger more than anything in the show. Osha and May are okay. I'm very interested in that dynamic of them being twins. And in this episode, they revealed, like, oh no, like, they're this. And glassy-eyed boy was like, we gotta go because they were told to stand down. They went in too much into this world and whatnot, and they interfered. And the Jedi Council's like, yo, get out of there. We don't want you there no more. Soul's like, no, I need the girls. I need them. It's like, man, Soul, you're so passionate about this, but let them live their lives. So this is what my thing about the Jedi is, and especially in the Acolyte, is they're very sus. Using a today's term, they're very sus in this episode, especially like throughout the starting from the them being like, we gotta keep secrets, we gotta know. Then you have glassy-eyed boys like, I am in retreat for something I did, and then you kind of see like, yeah, this is your fault. You're the one who's like, look at it, the midichlorians, and it jumps on the speeder bike and boom, and everyone's like, oh shit, go get him. I'm like, yeah, it's your fault, glassy-eyed boy. It's your fault. you know, and the Jedi, but Soul was really like, I want to get the twins out of there. They were so hell bent about, you know, the twins being in danger and whatnot. Clearly, May is already chosen the path of this dark side, witch sorcery and whatnot. And Osha was the one who's like, I want to go be a Jedi. And her mom was like, yo, I was going to let her go, but you don't help the situation when you pull the lightsaber too soon and you stab the mom, and especially in front of the kid, especially in front of May. And so the best part about this episode for me that made me like, oh, when he's like, oh, and he's like holding them both, he's like, you know, Hulk Hogan in another, oh yeah, brother, or maybe Ultimate Warrior, oh, I got the Force, you know what, too much, I'll save you instead. I was like, oh, this is why he's with so much guilt. Okay, because he picked Osha over May. And I was like, well, hot damn. All right, and especially hot damn in this car right now. But it's like a sauna. It's like letting my nerd juice start flowing, because I really did enjoy this last episode of The Acolyte. Flashback or not, I really did enjoy it. I think the show has a lot of problems, but I like to see where it's going to go in the end, because if this is the series, series finale, will there be a season 2? Is season 2 necessary? Because you got to do a lot in this last episode to wrap up everything in a nice bow. Not even a nice bow, even let it off a cliffhanger. I want more of the Stranger more than anything. I like Chimera, Darth Chimera, whatever you want to call him. I like that actor. I like the take. I like his like rebellion against the Jedi. He's like, hey man, I got no rules, so I ain't breaking nothing. So give me more of that. And I will say the weakest point of this series is episode 3 still. But I still feel like you could have done like a back and forth with episode 3 in this last episode, as, you know, like a flashback, you know, playing like, here's her view, there's their view, here's their view. But I blame Glassy Eye Boy. That's what I do. So overall, I'm enjoying the show. I think the show is fun. It's new, it's different. And if you're going to hate on it. Don't even watch it. I saw this one person the other day on TikTok. He's like, I know, guys, the show's garbage, but it's just one more episode left. You're the problem. It's like you have every ounce just to not watch. Go back and watch the OG trilogy. Go watch the prequel trilogy. Go watch that. You're like, I hate no Star Wars, but I'm going to consume it and pay that $10 or whatever, $15, $20 to watch it. I'm going to do that. Then you go in online. You're like, all right, guys, look here. Garbage. But I will do it. I will watch the last episode. I will, because it's one episode left. It's like, well, then if you hate it so much, stop. It's like The Last Jedi, all this craziness and all the controversy about that movie, and I hate that movie with every fiber of my being. And guess what? It ruined my life for a year because I kept talking about it and instead complaining, and then I stopped, and I was like, you know what? I just won't watch it. I will never see that movie ever again. Maybe. Until I get the itch to. I said there was a little microfiber being to that. Maybe I want to watch it, but I think The Acolyte is giving us something new, and it's hard for people to digest. Is it better than Ahsoka? I like Ahsoka. I think Andor was very risque in the sense of how storytelling in Star Wars goes. There's some new stuff in that show that I really did like, and some stuff in Andor where I was like, I don't know, that's not Star Warsy. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Let me keep an open mind to what is Star Warsy. Let me enjoy what's on the screen, and I really do enjoy The Acolyte. Has problems, it has things that I know people are not connecting. They saw Shirtless boy and they're like, oh my God, Shirtless. And the first thing I thought of was Kylo with Rey. And I was like, oh, this is very, hi Kylo. Then we saw Boba Fett before he gets into his Bacta tank. And I'm like, oh, let it all hang out. You know, in sexuality and whatnot, I don't get what people's big deal is, because it's like you go back to the original trilogy and you go with Princess Leia in the bikini and whatnot, and how that poster was everywhere. Shit, I had that poster, you know. And I just find it weird when people harp on things that are just so small and just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop hating. Just to hate. Like, I understand that you want to hold on to this thing. I get it. Like with comic books and these movies and whatnot. Like, I remember there's a point where I was just like, oh, this isn't right. this isn't part of what happened in the comic books. Then when I actually just let it go and enjoyed the movies, I enjoyed the movies. And actually being a big Star Wars fan, I'm enjoying the Acolyte. I'm going to enjoy the journey. And if that last episode sucks, I'm going to be like, well, shit. You know, so we shall see. Those are my thoughts, man. This last episode, I enjoyed this flashback. Should have been cut down. Should have been something small. I think you should have started with Soul talking. Then Soul ending like, yeah, well, there's the story, folks. That's what happened. Glassy Eye Boy took off and it's his fault. But it really did hit me when it cuts back at the end when he's like, May started a fire. And I was like, you liar! Well, you know, not all May's fault, but it's May's fault because May is like, oh, you're not leaving. So, but tell me what you think of the Acolyte so far. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your grandma, share it with the bum down at Walmart. Go to Pro Wrestling. No. Sorry about that. That's an update I needed to do. No ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. No more. I reopened up the T Public store we had from our C Plus Studios days, and I put some new logos up there. It's in the link tree. It's in the in the description. If you see everything Paper Saber Universe is updated, go check it out. Lots of old designs from C Plus Studios days, crazy stuff that I forgot about. So go check it out. That's where the merch will be from now on until I figure out something else. Doing more like a local source here in Flagstaff, Arizona. So go check it out, man. There's a lot of cool designs, and I really like the new Sexy Ninja design, the Sexy Ninjacast design a lot. I created it, and I was like, oh, this is dope. And Colin's girl, she made the logo with me holding the saber, the paper saber with the captain shield and stuff like that. So yeah, so go check it out. That's it. That's all. My sweaty ass needs to get out of here. Woohoo! Like and subscribe, share the bum down at Walmart. And remember, stay sexy, ninjas. Whoop, whoop.
The Rez kid popping off at the lid. I'm just a Rez kid popping off at the lid. About to do it big.